am a tombstone, an image. Siklos placed me here as an everlasting sign of deathless remembrance. Oh, really? Don't tell me it's Saturn again. I only did like a tiny little bit of it. Find out. I should be allowed to do all of this because this is all for educational purposes. But yeah, it's just this show that was on subliminal messaging, and they're at a shopping center and they're feeding everybody weird messages. So let's see. And snap. See? Yeah, that's it. Processing life, gotta do it again. Oh well. That's what happens when you're a rebel. It's exhausting being Messiah. Master, we know that thou art true, and carest for no man, for thou regardest not the person of men, but teachest the way of God in truth. Is it lawful to give tribute to Caesar or not? Shall we give or shall we not give? Bring me a penny, that I may see it. Inflation. Whose is this image and superscription? Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. Oh, I'm gonna take a break from filming after all this. I'm really exhausted. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God. And the dead in Christ shall rise first. Fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up. And lift up your heads, for your redemption draws nigh. Watch, therefore ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hands. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Please listen carefully, because every one of your souls is on the line. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, when the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet, and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, when the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. It's so annoying. These emails never stop coming, even when I'm not enrolled. It's time to do what I should have done from the beginning. Report my spam. I called her and told her how important this was to me, but she refused to examine my website, so she didn't care. Yay. I figured it out. Tick, tick, here.
You want like that? About there?
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Line up with the middle finger, please.
Good.
Awesome. Now. It's the Rainbow Bridge. Next Thursday is appropriate. First citizen, do you want to do your duty? Then go recruit all the cool people I have been presenting throughout my films, and when the time is right, connect us all together. To maintain harmonious ethical standards universally, we need to have both superheroes and supervillains in our world. And until we can do that and create our own super teams and then use our freedom to decide our next move, then we have no hope to flourish in this universe. You have the money. Start paying people like us, even if only until all of this goes viral, so that people like us can stop working jobs that are irrelevant when we're in the middle of something big. So pay us because you got all the money so we can help fix things, okay? If you do this, first citizen, you will get your rapture. And just like you are, I am preparing the soil. The whole money joke was all fun and games, but now it's time to cause chaos, which means we have to leave its connected behavior behind. Money should not be made to make more money. Money should be made to obtain the things in life in which we require in order to live it. Hopefully in the future without fences. Because I live an awesome life and I am dirt poor. Money cannot buy your happiness. Now doing stuff like I do, that can. the all-seeing eye. Many thanks, Kate. Kate Swan, Student Advisor, School of Arts. Arts Advisor, blah blah blah. Is this a human way to interact with people? Why do people use footers when they know who you are? Just in case you didn't get it the first time, I will include it in every one of my emails to you. At least the school that I graduated from spelt my name correctly. Anyway, if I graduated, they wouldn't have capitalized the S in my surname. They said, "Sorry, Wendell, the system issues the certificates automatically, but they use all capital letters, so you shouldn't worry about it." That's not good enough. But how human is Jeremy? Do you see what I did there? First citizen. First citizen, can you see what happened? Acknowledge. The bell has been sounded. The trumpet played. It is now time. You should be making this go viral, not me. We must prepare the soil for the date. We don't remain entirely blind until it happens. Some of us wake up, and you need to incite that some of us to do that. We will be watching you very closely. You will be monitored. How much did it cost to orchestrate that? And how much further could that money have gone if it was given to me? And where would that money go back to if it was given to me? War. These yos are not replaceable parts. Encourage them everywhere. See, first citizen, you only got it a little bit wrong. But you got it right at the end, because in doing that you do what's before that too. Tautologically. How we save the world. For judgment. I am come into this world, that they which see not might see, and that they which see might be made blind. Wendell. Seven, 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 or Wiccan. The bell has been struck. And the hammer broken. The trumpet now sounded. Bing. We reinforce our armor of God. We satisfy our inner demons by inviting them to join our moral crusade. Can you see my genetic makeup? Because I have died. And risen again. And now, so can I could not get the 0.9 by 0.9 millimeter design because Michael said that it would all blotch together as it aged, so I had to get this size, but it's probably better this size anyway because once I get too close you can see that it blacks out, so it's probably best that, yeah, exactly what needed to happen happened. So this is my PhD, and what will yours be? Turn that frown upside down. That's right, you first citizen. Can you see how I am? Let's shine a little bit of light on it. Beautiful. The all-seeing eye is from God, only made viewable by humans through the Holy Spirit. The camera. What spell am I about to do? Can you see? It's extremely difficult to get around with this bag in the conditions that our society places. And when I do, every single time I do, I get lots of honks and lots of people screaming at me and lots of people doing things that aren't very nice because I have a big bag and I'm walking around like this with it everywhere I go. Wolverine. These guys refuse to share communion with me. Chosen, despite not being allowed to. God will give anything to anything in which asks for it. The only requirement is that you follow God, and God's timeline is not your timeline. Have my angels heard? When I gave the angel tarot deck to her, what spell was I casting? Is on the rise. Everybody in the world, wake up, see! 6 6 6 Wendell. Any real palm reader will see. First citizen. No matter what dates you give me, the one that goes here will not be imprinted until I find my moon. If that was what you were insinuating on your email, then the bluebirds can fly up your ass. But I will still do my best to accomplish the task you have assigned to me, literally, metaphorically, and allegorically. Now please help me remove these damn fences.
Barbed wire fences. April 24th, 2012. For the limits of our human drive is what we make it. If we are such driven creatures to go beyond these fences, then why do we create so many of our own? I am a planet walker and have spent countless amounts of time walking through a diverse range of conditions, and the one thing that I notice absolutely everywhere is the fences. These things are seriously irritating. I can walk roads for days or even weeks and get stuck in a jungle of fences. Private property has taken over our planet, and it is now a hardship for one to just be able to exist and travel by feet. Massive amounts of beautiful wilderness remains cut off from our human experience, and all that is in the way is a fence and a strip of unoccupied private property. And what are we to do? It is extremely rare for me to see a fence that would not be extremely easy for me to pass. However, I do not like performing acts against the law. I see wonderful beauty behind your land, and I only desire to get there. But your property says no, and gives me no opportunity to question with, why? I do not desire to perform any acts of hate and only want freedom. Your systems cut that freedom off from me. Let us step back and consider why a fence is closed. Why do you not want me to come to your door? I spent a week before knocking door to door for a charity, and it was terrible. People were so rude, and the entire experience was nothing but sad. When someone comes to your door, why do you immediately become defensive? Why do we not want others to interact with us? If I am thirsty and come to your door for water, you would probably give with extreme hesitance and suspicion. If I asked for food, you would tell me to get a job. And if I was just wandering, you would close your door, advising me to keep at it. But I want to be at your door because I have no other doors to go to. And maybe your door could open up a chain of doors for both of us. But your doors, hearts, and minds are closed in one.
And locked.
All locked with your fences. I stand outside of your fences and stare at the beautiful wilderness behind your property and cry. Damn system.
Does this not violate human rights when every individual is different? Although the argument is not responded to, it is acknowledged, for it can be argued that such standardization constitutes a form of institutional discrimination. But it's not that it can be argued, it's that it can be proven. But that is not a debate that is going to be settled here and now. Would you like to bet on that?
The World Bank is many, many things. It's also a non-bank, and there was a political scientist, Jacek Kugler.
Behold, he cometh with the clouds, and every eye shall see, even those who pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, which is, and which was, and which is to come. I am the Alpha and Omega. Why stop at humans if you can comprehend my words and understand the semantics in which they direct you to? Then why are you off the scale in which I present? Universal salvation, not just human salvation. Stay tuned, world. The best post. Thank you very much. Give me 5. Oh yeah. Furnishing of false information? I don't know what they're talking about. No, it's furnishing of true information. You can't prove my arguments wrong, yet you reject them. H. Failing to comply with any lawful direction given under university legislation or policy, i.e. the removal of the Murdoch logo from your video. Is that a complete sentence? I got the first bit of syntax, but there is no linking to what this results in. Murdoch not only told me to remove any logos that displayed in my work, but also any reference to Murdoch. And how does that work when all of my work is revolved around Murdoch? Maybe gain some more skills in magic. Future. present, backing me, or I love you too, Justin. Now, for $666. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. The key. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. A monster. Anyway, Murdoch protects me from its own oppressive practices. The Rainbow Bridge. Hat trick. I'm just playing with my new superpower. How cool is this? Hey man, how are you? Bang, giving love straight away. Yo man, don't hurt me, because I love you. If I ever have to testify for something, it is against my religion to hold up my right hand. I have to hold up my left. You are always welcome to put me in front of a mirror. If you are going to hold me responsible for shameful acts in which are not shameful, then I'm going to hold you responsible for shameful acts which are shameful. First citizen, I understand the date completely. How awesome, that was really cool. Oh, awesome. Yay. I slot in there perfectly. How awesome. The day of the Antichrist. And then shortly after, get a birthday, which means nothing compared to that day. Then will you illuminate all of this on that day? I still don't know what and where to do, but I have time, so it will be fun getting there, but I can't keep on revealing my master plan like this because I've given you all fair warning, and now it's time for me to carry out what I was sent here to do. Once we become aware that all of this is just a stage, then we must step up as actors, or we'll get eliminated. Make your own politics and may the best system win. The core of every political system must be ethical in nature, or it is corrupt and must be abolished and replaced with one in which the people employ. Stand up to bombs with love. A few of us may be crucified in the process. Unleash the beast, monster. You're about to be even more famous than you were. Our time is now. What brilliant marketing. Give me a high five. Because if you make that my day, that will be the day in which the whole world is constantly exposed to 666. The beast would be unleashed. How long have you known about me, first citizen? 666 sends data through space and time which can be interpreted, and it's woven through time, so this 666 is woven into another 666 moment that's also woven to all the other 666 moments, so we can time travel this way, people. But very shortly there is one 666 moment that is the catalyst to unite all of those other 666 moments together. At that moment, the beast will be unleashed, literally, metaphorically, and allegorically. Are you ready for it? You better be. No matter who you are or what your faith is, I ask you this one question. Are you rapture ready? Your answer to this question will determine the fate of your soul, not only in this life, but also the next, and everyone after that.